Picture this. Your child is struggling to tie their shoes. They're getting frustrated. And before you even realize it, you've swooped in, done it for them, and rushed everyone out the door. Sound familiar? Here's the uncomfortable truth most parents don't want to hear. Every time we rescue our children from small struggles, we're accidentally teaching them something dangerous. We're teaching them they can't handle life without us. But halfway across the world, parents in Denmark, Sweden, and Norway are doing something radically different. And the results? Their children consistently rank among the happiest, most confident, and most resilient in the world. This isn't luck. This isn't genetics. It's a completely different approach to raising kids. And today, I'm going to share their secret with you. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear blueprint for raising a child who faces challenges head-on, solves their own problems, and grows into a genuinely confident adult. Not the fake confidence that crumbles under pressure, but the real kind that comes from knowing deep down that they are capable. So what do Scandinavian parents know that we don't? It comes down to one powerful concept. Psychologists call it productive struggle, and research from Harvard Center on the Developing Child has shown it's one of the most important ingredients for building a strong, healthy brain. Here's the science in simple terms. When a child encounters a manageable challenge and works through it on their own, their brain releases dopamine. Not the cheap dopamine from screen time, but the deep, satisfying kind that comes from accomplishment. This process literally strengthens neural pathways associated with problem-solving, emotional regulation, and self-confidence. But here's where it gets interesting. When we constantly intervene, when we solve every problem and smooth every bump in the road, we short-circuit this process. The child never gets to experience that rush of "I did it myself." Over time, their brain actually becomes wired for dependency, not independence. A landmark study from Stanford University found that children whose parents frequently intervened showed higher rates of anxiety and lower self-esteem by the time they reached adolescence. The very thing we do to protect our children is often the thing that leaves them most unprepared for life. Scandinavian parents understand this instinctively. Their entire culture is built around the idea that children are capable human beings who deserve the chance to prove it to themselves. The good news? You can start applying these principles today, no matter where you live. Let me give you 5 practical strategies you can use starting tonight. Number 1. Replace rescuing with coaching. The next time your child struggles, resist the urge to fix it. Instead, get down to their level and say this: "I can see this is hard. What do you think you could try first?" That simple question shifts their brain from helpless mode to problem-solving mode. You're still present, you're still supportive, but you're letting them lead.
Number 2. Introduce the "try it yourself first" rule. Before any request for help, your child must make one genuine attempt on their own. When they ask you to open a jar, zip a jacket, or figure out a puzzle, respond with, "Show me what you've tried so far." This isn't about being unhelpful. It's about building their default setting to attempt before asking. Number 3. Embrace outdoor free play, even in bad weather. Scandinavian parents have a saying, "There's no bad weather, only bad clothing." Children in these countries spend enormous amounts of time playing outside, often unsupervised by American standards.
This teaches them to assess risk, navigate social dynamics, and regulate their own emotions without constant adult intervention. Start small. Let your child play in the backyard without you hovering. Let them climb a little higher than feels comfortable. Let them get muddy and cold and figure out that they'll survive. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me your biggest challenge when it comes to letting your child struggle. Is it the guilt? The time pressure? Something else? I read every comment, and your answer might shape a future video. Number 4. Let them experience natural consequences. If your child forgets their lunch, they'll be hungry. If they refuse a jacket, they'll be cold. These small discomforts are powerful teachers, far more effective than any lecture you could give. Obviously, we're talking about safe, age-appropriate consequences here. The point is to let reality be the teacher sometimes. Number 5. Celebrate effort over outcome. When your child accomplishes something, focus your praise on the process. Instead of saying, "You're so smart," try this. "You kept trying, even when it was frustrating." That took real courage. This builds what psychologist Carol Dweck calls a growth mindset. Your child learns that struggle isn't a sign of failure. It's the path to getting better. Here's what I want you to remember. Your job as a parent isn't to remove every obstacle from your child's path. It's to build a child who can handle obstacles when they inevitably appear. The Scandinavian secret isn't really a secret at all. It's a mindset shift. It's the deep belief that your child is capable, resilient, and worthy of the chance to prove it. Every time you step back just a little, every time you let them struggle and then succeed, you're giving them a gift that will serve them for the rest of their lives. You're giving them faith in themselves. And that kind of confidence, no amount of money, no prestigious school, no perfectly curated childhood can buy it. It only comes from lived experience. If this message resonated with you, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I share research-backed parenting strategies every week to help you raise strong, capable kids in a world that often makes it harder than it needs to be. You're doing important work, and the fact that you watched this far tells me your child is in good hands. I'll see you in the next one.